Cheeky little fucker!
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile. Received. Moving in hostile's direction.
Where did they go? Shit!
Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there can be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic food and vital medical supplies. Hundreds of
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Copy that.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
No, I entirely understand. Yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
Oh shit, I heard of that dark web designer drug.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that...
Where did you go off to?
Tick tock, time is ticking. It's time to give the electorate.
Singing in the Rain beats A Clockwork Orange in this savage analysis of the British political class.
This cabinet, built of English oak. Only upper-class voices were the ones that spoke.
Get a ticket, steal a ticket, break down the fire exit door, just get to see this show. Broken Dreams, the political musical of the decade. Book your seat at the Verity Theatre now.
Autonomous. All right.
What?
What was that?
What?
It's not too late to give up.
Backup's here.
Hold on. Jesus.
Don't stand around. Go.
Here, I'll keep looking. Spread out, find that twat.
I'm calling off the search.
They're well trained, you see. Not like people. People are lazy, aren't they? Won't do what they're told. And don't turn your back on them, they'll try to fuck you. Bleeding selfish, that's what they are, but dogs. Dogs just obey orders. They don't have hidden agendas, no ulterior motives. They just live for you, loyal till the end. Simple enough, if you ask me. But still too much to ask of people. Of all this useless bunch, dogs are the only ones I really trust.
I've taken the liberty of perusing the shipping manifests. Clan Kelly took possession of 3 crates originating from Cairo.
3 crates of Kronos X. All right, let's smash their drug ring. And these crates.
About that. The crates have some kind of trap mechanism that releases nerve gas when tampered with. Surprisingly creative security measure. Normally they rely on burly lads with sacks of doorknobs.
So, destroy the crates without touching them. Understood.
Hold up.
Hello, Mrs. Kelly? This is Mr. Forster, curator at London Museum. Yes, we spoke previously about the artifacts your team has found on the Finsbury grounds. The board has deliberated, and we've decided to accept your offer of protecting the artifacts for us in exchange of a monthly fee from the museum. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Kelly.
It's just escalated.
That's it. No sense looking for him anymore.
Go away.
That'll make the streets marginally cleaner. Get out of there.
Oh dear, an anarchist. My heart's aflutter, but the rest of me is confused. Is that their job title?
It's almost as if anarchists have an ideology that challenges unexamined social constructs. For example, what constitutes a job? Well, the supply is taken care of, but the supply line is still functional.
I can help with that. Clan Kelly gets their Kronos X out of Cairo through a broker. Abby Tran. I found out through an informant that she accompanied the latest shipment.
Then we might be able to find her at the shipyard.
We need to keep that rubbish off the streets.
This is the shipyard where Clan Kelly received the Kronos X. Time to find Abby Tran and make sure she doesn't broker any more deals.
I've looked into this drug. It was developed for the military. In low doses, it heightens reflexes, lowers response times, turns soldiers into killing machines.
Sounds like Clan Kelly wasn't going to put it all on the streets. Maybe use it to sharpen up their thugs.
Location.
I had them. Where did they go?
Empty shelves and fighting for supplies. What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Look, I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that got stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse when we did it without it. The most damaging
serves you right.
Isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use for cancer screening and cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there were some efforts to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks that you saw in the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material problems. I think Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that it would, because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. People during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this bizarre war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism fails to do that. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfie, The Politics of Property.
I think what we've come to now is... You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby. Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out.
You and me.
Well, Abby Tran won't be brokering any drug shipments in that state.
Great work. Krenos X was on the verge of becoming a huge problem. You've saved lives by keeping it off the street.
And we hurt Clan Kelly by hurting their drug trade. Not bad at all.
We're not done by a long shot. But this is a step in the right direction.
Safety and the safety of those around you. Please limit outdoor. That's a new one from
This is just
Fuckface! I'm gonna make your face go boom! Hey, look out! Taking fire!
I'm out! Reloading!
That's a hit!
I'll have a look. I saw them over there. Start looking. Let's not make this more unpleasant than it has to be. I lost sight of them.
You've got a sudden urge to turn on all your mates.
Hey, boss, get back to me as soon as you can. We've had a situation here. This geezer paid us a visit this morning, kept asking about the blood he found on his ship, looking stressed and scared. I said, what are you talking about, sir?
You've got a sudden urge to turn on all your mates. Being DedSec's worth the bruises, and we need more folks not afraid of getting them.
Yes, well, I'm ready to help however I can.
Fuck yes!
Yeah? Go fuck yourself, you cunt!
Right, I'm leaving.
Knobhead.
You are space!
Relax, okay, mate?
If I see you again, you're dead.
Don't need to see how this turns out.
Worthless shite.
Not my business.
You idiot!
Control to all units. Possible hostiles near your location.
Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over.
Finding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scene, it's worth remembering that the Telecom Tower is now owned by Bloom.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
I'm gonna be an expert on London geography soon.
You idiot!
I'll never get this.
Running on their own. No CTOS control system behind the car. There was a point back in the early days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use track down some of the finance. At least
hesitate. Report a crime.
Look at others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it's just made London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving, at the moment at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and Trinity again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Pat, and Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we all have to get used to every move being tracked by the officers on our country, with cameras around us, and with every slip we make in life. Seems like everything we do keeps the big data deep. Why are those guys that Bloom so hungry to hold their private information and our messages? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep streaming and streaming. Speaking from a secure location, real new technology such as this child, we work all over the world trying to keep the network strong in the face of the data space.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power you use in your house and how much water you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used all of our services being used.
Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then for the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy...
Possible hostile at your location.
Now, where it's essentially gone. Having this access makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than others, not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data.
Any sign of the target?
Find anyone? See what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in...
I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Received. Responding to the situation now.
sign of suspect. Over. I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
You have arrived at Brokertech, lead innovators in software and AI technology, founded by its CEO, Sky Larson, when she was just 25. Talk about an overachiever.
So much fodder for blackmail in their servers. It would be a real shame if it were to be uploaded.
I believe that's exactly what our 404 friend has in mind.
Fine. Leave it to me.